Hi, it's me Tina and welcome to my kitchen. I am going to be making pierogies, and I guess it's kind of like a Mennonite tradition. It's going to be cottage cheese pierogies, and this is actually cottage cheese that my mom made. It was frozen in her freezer. She has tons and tons of it, so my sister, who's still living at home, she wants to empty that freezer, so she gave me a bunch. And this is cottage cheese that my mom made herself. So yeah, they had a friend who had cows, and he always gave them tons and tons of milk. So, and this is a big bowl. This is Tupperware's biggest bowl that they have. I forget what it's called. Anyway, how I'm going to start is by adding a can of evaporated milk to this. And carnation is my favorite. I'll start by adding half and see how that is. And I'll be walking around, so yeah, I'll be missing in action sometime. But I need to get salt and pepper. So that is basically all the ingredients is salt and pepper. And then I need to put the egg yolks in the cottage cheese, and the egg whites I'll be putting in a bowl here to make the dough for the pierogies. So, and I just eyeball this, like for salt, probably about a tablespoon, because this is a lot of cottage cheese. And then I'll be adding some pepper. And like I said to you before, my favorite pepper is Watkins pepper. This is not Watkins pepper. This will make me sneeze. The Watkins pepper does not make me sneeze. And they say the Watkins pepper doesn't have any of the leaves and dust in it. That it's more, see, it's more pure pepper. So yeah, just add like that. Yep, I feel a sneeze coming on. So just give that a stir. Let me see if I can excuse me, get you to see that. So just give it a stir. And this is very dry cottage cheese, so we're gonna wet it with the egg yolks and the cream. And now I'll start, whoops, there's my measuring spoon. I will start measuring or cracking open my eggs here. And I'll put the egg whites in here. Need to even down lower. See if that'll work. There we go. And my egg cracking skills are not the greatest. So there's one. And we'll do about probably a dozen eggs, because this will be quite a bit. And I'll do a few and then I'll just pause it, because you probably all know how to crack eggs, and I'm by no means an expert to it. This is one of my kids' favorite meals. They love pierogies. Oh my gosh. Then I make a special gravy to go over them. Oh, they just love that. Okay, I will put you on pause for now, and then I'll be back. Okay, now I've added all 12 egg yolks in here. And now I'm going to do a couple of whole eggs in the mixture for the dough. I'll do about three eggs in there. And I have my thing propped up here with my salt. So, but I need a little bit of salt in here. I kind of just eyeball it. There we go. And that's it for my eggs. Now I'm going to mix that and probably use some more of this, the evaporated milk, because we want a nice mixture here. And I'll show you the consistency it should be. So I'll add the rest of this. I might need another can because this is quite a bit of cottage cheese. This is more than I normally do. So get that all nice and mixed up. Okay, so you continue mixing that till it's all nice and mixed, and I'll be back. So I am going to add some more of this evaporated milk because 1 can was not enough for all this. So just continue mixing up nicely, and you get a nice yellow, I don't know if you can tell, yellow mixture when you can see that all the egg yolks have been combined. There's an eggshell. We don't want eggshells in there. We don't need it crunchy. And I'm going to add even a little bit more. And once you think it's combined good, you just kind of push it down like this in the bowl. That way when you take it out, you can have nice little balls. You can scoop out nice little balls. And I do that with an ice cream scooper, and I'll show you how I do that. So just pat it down nicely like so. My mom would always even do it with her hand, push it down really well. But I have this nice big spoon that works. So just like this. Yeah, so just continue pushing that down. Okay, so now I'm ready to make the dough. So I'm going to get out my KitchenAid here, put my bowl in there, pop it in, and put my dough hook on, like so. I just made bread, so there's pieces of dough still stuck on it. And here is my flour that I will be using, and it's just all-purpose flour. I am going to add a cup of water to this. So maybe 2 cups of water, because it's a big dough that I'm making. So 2 cups of water. And flour, you just add and add until your dough is hard enough. So, yeah. I don't know if you want to listen to this, but actually I gotta pull it up like that and turn it on. And it'll be going like this probably for about 10-15 minutes, where I just add flour and add flour. This machine is a lifesaver. I love it. I could not do this with my arms. I'm gonna add 2 more eggs to this, because it just looks like there's not enough eggs in there. So that's 2 cups of water and 5 eggs go in. And then all your egg whites from 12 eggs. All right, I'll keep going here and I will show you what it looks like soon. So this is what it's starting to look like. It's starting to let loose on the sides, but it's still quite sticky. So I'm going to be adding still more flour, but very little at a time, and have it going on very slow, like this. Adding very little at a time. And it's almost time to take it out, so I'll give it one more boost. There we go. And I will flour my surface here. I'll put that in here. There, I got my surface nicely floured. Let me see if I can bend you down even a little more without tipping you. Yeah, this will be a little bit sticky for a while. I'll get my spatula. And I use a plastic spatula here, because I don't like scratching my tools, because this is all metal, and I know it's for use, but you know, if I can help it, I don't want to scratch it. So like this, try to get everything off like so. Yeah, this is still quite sticky, but we need to add lots more flour, that's for sure. So I'll just add some flour here like this. Scrape down the sides. Okay, now I bought these attachments for my KitchenAid, and it has the, this one has like the, what is that called? Fettuccine maker. This one has like the spaghetti. It's very thin, like noodle soup, or noodles like that. And this one rolls them out flat. And that's the one I'm going to be using today. And you never immerse these in water. You keep them very dry. You just let the dough dry on it, and then you just scrape it off. There's a little paintbrush in there. Then on your KitchenAid, put you up just a bit, you have this little thing here, and you just twist that and take that out and make sure you don't lose that. And then this attachment fits right in here. So you put that right there. And I'm going to try to put this higher so you can see. So yeah, this is a big contraption when you see it. And I like to have it sideways like this, so that actually I'm going to have it this way. That I have the dough coming out this way. Oh my goodness, this will be hard for me to show you guys. But anyway, it's attached to my KitchenAid there. And then what I'm going to do is take a little bit of dough, cut a little bit of dough like this, just a smidge like this, and I'm gonna make it harder, or like put it all full of what do you call it, flour. Okay, now I'm ready to start feeding my dough through this roller, and I'm going to set it at the highest point, like that it's the thickest. So I think that is it right there. And I'm going to make sure that it has lots of flour, and I'm going to fold it a couple of times and just make sure that it has lots of flour. So I'm going to turn it on. Okay. There we go, it's coming through. And the dough is very soft, so I keep adding flour and folding it together. It's still very soft, so fold it, add flour, and then fold it again and add flour. Now I'll just run it through again and again. Just keep folding it and let it run through. See, when you have these little lines there, that means it's not ready yet. So just keep folding and running it through. kind of a tedious process, but when your family loves it so much, you make it for them. When you see your dough is becoming smoother and smoother, that's what you want. Now I'm just going to put flour all over it and we'll see what it looks like. Now I'm going to do 1 point thinner and then I think it'll be done. And I'm going to run it through twice like that. And what you get is a long piece like this, and you just put it down on your table. And let me just put you down further, and I'll get my ice cream scooper here. If I can find it, that is. So this is the medium ice cream scooper from Pampered Chef, and I find that it gives me just about the right amount of cottage cheese for each pierogi. And I've got my water starting to boil there, so I'll try to put you down there without flipping you over. I hope that works. I'll push this back a bit. Yeah, now I'll try to, and this is why we flattened it nice, so I could go like this and then grab out some cottage cheese. So now it's nice and stuck together, and I'll start here. Oops, I guess it wasn't quite as stuck as I thought. Maybe give it a little more push here. And Billy's just waiting for his pierogies to be done. He loves these. So there's that. And you can push with your hands like that, because your hands are clean, obviously, for cooking. And just go all along the strip of dough that you have here. And it depends how long your dough is, how many you get on there. I could fit 5. And then I have a pierogi press right here, which is also from Pampered Chef. I used to go to a lot of parties, and this really comes in handy. So now what you do is you just flip this over and try to keep the edges free of the cottage cheese. which I'm not doing very well right now. I haven't made these in a while, so I need some practice here. So, like this. There we go. Could have probably put 6 because I have room at the end here. But now what you do is you take this, you just put it in your flour a little bit, dust it off, and you push, and then you push down, which seals them. And it gives them a really nice, there's some pepper on here. It gives them a nice decorative edge, like so. Or you can just push with your fingers like this. I don't know, I always do the edge and then I wind up pushing the sides yet. I don't trust it. So you push, and there you go. Have your pierogi. And I mean, you could fill these with anything, but my kids, they love the cottage cheese. So that's what I'm going to do today. And these pieces here, you can just roll them through the roller again and keep using them until your dough is all gone. And then I boil these. For the second meal that we have these, I like to fry them. Frying them is my favorite, of course. You know, frying the bad stuff is always the best stuff. So push those, make sure they're all closed up. I don't like this piece of pepper there. They're supposed to be nice and white. So I'm going to put them on a plate and take them to the oven and boil them, because Billy cannot wait. I will put them here, and I will come and get you so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I have my water boiling here, and now I'm going to make the sauce to go over the pierogies. And here's my pierogies waiting to go in the water once it comes to a full boil. So the sauce, I do evaporated milk, and it just depends on how much you're making. And I'm going to be making quite a bit, so I'll be doing 2 cans of evaporated milk. Just pour those in there. And then I take and put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. And while that is going, I make the bisto that goes into the sauce there, or the water. So this is what I use. And I put it in my container here because I don't like to have boxes in my cupboard. So I take a good tablespoon and I put it in a little bit of water, and I just stir that up and make a mess. Yeah, that's me. Messy cook. And I can close that up and put it away. There we go. And now it looks like the water has come to a boil. I'm going to get out a strainer to catch them out, and I will get a plate to put them in. Here's the plate to put them in. So I just make sure that they are nice and closed up everywhere, and just drop them in like so. There we go. Usually I'll have about 20 in here at once, but I just thought I would do a few, and one opened. Yep. Oh darn. Guess one I didn't have closed very well. So we'll just let them boil nicely. And I mean, the cottage cheese is doesn't really need to be cooked, just warmed up, and the dough just needs to be cooked on the outside. Yep, there's one that opened up. This guy, he's being a little pain in the butt. And you can add a little salt to your water if you like. I normally don't, but you can. Maybe I should have done that before. And you kind of know once they all come to the top that they're done. And they get a different color too, like a clearer color, the dough. And you can keep stirring this a little bit so there's no lumps in your gravy. And we'll let that go for about 2 minutes. Okay, so these are done. I'm going to take them out and put them in here. Yeah, so there was just that one stubborn one that opened. And I'll strain the water out if there's water. There we go. There we go. There is the pierogies. Now I'll get out my cream or my evaporated milk here, like so. And I hope you can see this. And there's usually a skin that develops on top. I don't like that, so I take that out. And I stir and mix this in like so. And it gives you a very nice thick gravy. And then I'll get out my ladle. I'll turn this off. I'll make sure there's no water in here. There we go. There's the pierogies. Oh, it's yellow. Looking yellow there. Why? Okay, so here we put on the sauce like so. And you can add meat to this dish or anything you like. Pork chops. So there's Bill's pierogies. Okay, that was my cottage cheese pierogi recipe. I will write it down in the description box, exactly all the ingredients, and this can all be done by hand with a rolling pin. Very simple to do and very delicious. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't. God bless you all. Bye-bye.